All right, howdy gamers. Today's little bit of streaming shenanigans. Let's try some early age Alm. So I've turned off all my mods. Memento, any mods you think are absolutely critical to this?
Uh, no, I mean like obviously, like Lucid's thematic gem generator helps EA
Yeah,
Ulm, just
those are
because they can
fine,
produce
but
items for cheaper.
yeah,
But
exactly. But um,
no.
all right. So,
Do they have any
before we,
worthy heroes?
well, they probably do, but let's go
Remember,
to
their vanilla heroes have their only astral access, so I
let's
don't know
go
if
Yeah.
that's actually an
to let's
improvement or
go to
not.
look over the nation. So I'm gonna stream to you guys what I am looking at, so you don't have delay. There you go.
Oh,
Okay,
there we
so
go.
we are live. Um, so the core things are what do they have for magi and commanders? So I think we got the bare bones. We've got a scout. There's nothing too cool here. That's a pretty tough scout. That's an above average, but you're not going to take province defense with that,
I should
right?
imagine elfing and stealthing with just piles of scouts.
Yeah,
That would be fun actually.
you might be able to do it. 13 hit points, basic attack, basic, not great defense, minimal armor. Yeah, nothing too special here. Winter
I
boot.
mean, your commanders are also stealthy, so you might as well just thug with them if you're trying to
Hmm.
do that.
Well, you mean the
Oh
warrior
yeah, that's a
chiefs here?
lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, the warrior chiefs here are far
Yeah.
better, far better. But we're kind of wandering into the next phase of the discussion is that what do we get with the Magi for early age home? So first we've got our Smith.
And that random is you have 100% elemental and a 50% elemental.
So you're going to get some of everything, um, all of the elements, and then they do have the Forge bonus, single point, fairly solid. But obviously, it seems to me pretty obvious. If you're going to use these guys, leave them at home, have them forge. Um, the odd one, you might get the Earth 2s become pretty valid as a combat mage. Any other comments?
You might get an Earth 3 on any of your mages, really.
Well, that would be a
It's going to be
hell of
most
a.
common on this one and the shamans. And Earth
Okay.
3 is basically all you need in combat.
Yeah, and they're also your best combat mages, in my opinion. So, you know.
But what about the
The Warrior
death
Smith?
random shamans?
Well, okay, the death random shamans are the best, but I think it's only like almost a 5% chance that you get them. So
Death Random
It's
Shamans. 1 in
well,
10.
no, the regular shamans have death too, not the antler shamans.
Oh, the regular Shamans. 1 in
Yeah, good
4.
old
1 in 4
Matriarch
will be
fetish
death.
magic.
1 in 4 will be death. Um, 1 in 8, if my probability
It's
brain.
actually 1 in 32. So you'll eventually get it, but not in high enough numbers to mass.
Okay,
yeah.
so Memento, this was your what should we look at here? You tell me.
Uh, I don't know. My consideration is just like looking at their advantages. I kind of think you actually kind of just want to hard thug on the nation, and a couple of my points would be, uh, you have more magic paths than anyone else, but you have really low magic paths.
Okay.
And so that translates to getting more magic gems total. Um,
Yes,
just because you can cite,
site
yeah,
searching with
by site searching.
low moderate paths, multiple paths in two is very solid. How about the
But
troops? Where do you think the see? I have a tendency to go for the Steel Maidens.
Oh, I think their troops are great, but once you get past mid game, the 8 MR really sucks.
AMR.
Yeah,
well,
you only have 8 base magic resist.
well,
Oh,
that's
oh,
12
the eight
magic
magic
resist
resist.
with Earth, Iron Will.
That's true, but I've played. Some people get shoot. What's the death air spell that is magic resistance? It's
Wailing
Evo
winds.
6.
Wailing winds.
Uh,
Yeah, wailing winds.
Wailing
Yeah.
Winds is morale, isn't it?
Oh,
Oh,
that's Morel.
oh, winds of death or something like that.
Yeah,
I
Winds of Death is that's Evo 7. It's a gem cheaper and it causes disease.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Fail MR.
why would you? Why would you? You know, take an army like that against it? Okay,
Yeah,
let's try building a
that's fair.
pretender here. Yeah, for fun. Okay, so for building the pretender, we want to look at the sacreds, which are
I like him.
the steel warriors. So there's not a lot
Basically
here to
warrior
work
chiefs.
from. It's more or less generic. What would you do with these guys?
Attack
Uh,
bonus, maybe.
yeah. Um, take bark skin if you wanted to get super high protection.
Bark skin
That's
or hard skin? Any natural is going to do well because they start with, so that'll pop them up pretty heavy.
yeah. I got the table somewhere around here.
Yeah, I mean, you could take blood surge, make him really killy.
Would you use them? I mean, my issue is you're going to kill everything that shows up with Steel Maidens. So is it really worthwhile to bother blessing? I
I
mean,
I
would
don't
you?
I don't think so unless you have a bunch of resists, just for late game fights.
Yeah,
Well,
see, I would
my
go ahead,
my
Fenrir.
concern. Sorry, I'm sorry. My concern with all the double attackers is that their actual damage per hit is rather bad. So you're not gonna do well against higher armor stuff.
With
That's where
the
your steel warriors come in.
okay,
Uh,
but isn't
I
an Almish standard more or less Almish generic standard? Is you make swords of sharpness, either one hand or two hand, and throw them on cheap ass thugs because you've got the warrior chiefs. If you have to deal with killing elites, isn't that the generic solution? I mean, wouldn't it make very good sense to just take a, say, dirt cheap monolith with imprisoned, dormant, grab a couple of cheap blesses, and off you go.
yeah.
I mean, isn't
Would you
this?
just
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, would you put one more point in Earth for Fire and Shock, or would you just take like double reinvig?
Well, it depends on if you're going to go in dormant or imprisoned. If I went imprisoned, I would not do it. I'd take double reinvig. If I went dormant, I might take fire shock, but I'm not sure. Not sure. Got a bonus astral, so you can grab magic weapons and dirt cheap here. Then quickly grab some say poison resist. I'd be looking hard at for your magi, grab some reinvigoration, and probably double that up.
Would you
And
need
then you're
the
left with
magic? You're left with resilient
yeah,
or minor.
yeah. So I mean that's a really cheap dormant option. You could take that imprisoned, bump that up. I mean, these are various options.
Yeah.
So we go back to it's over here. Go back to
You got
what
any
we're
more pixels?
go back to trying to accomplish here with early age See, I think you can expand like a fiend with just steel maidens. I'd
Yeah.
be I'd be these steel warriors are like maybe mid game, maybe.
Yeah.
You guys go ahead. Go ahead.
One comment I have is I think that Shield Maidens actually expand better than Steel Maidens.
Oh yeah.
Shield
Be,
maidens, these ones here. Right.
um, and that's just because so many province defense has ranged weapons.
It's just you take less attrition from the shield maidens than basically anyone
Yeah,
else in your lineup.
the steel maidens are gonna chew up most anything kind of in the middle range of heaviness. Okay. And and I'm always very solid on anything with javelins for basic expansion.
Let's see. Ulm's sorry excuse of a javelin substitute, the throwing
Yeah.
axe.
No, no. I'm not gonna go there.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm most familiar with middle age far more than early. The weakness of middle age is what does it do late game? Mid game, it's very solid. The whole thing of making thugs with forge bonus, got the forge bonus on the warrior smiths, make some dwarven hammers, and you're off and rocking. But late game, that kind of falls off. The lack of astral and the lack of blood gets a little tough. What do you guys think is the late game? How do you solve that?
I've heard that Ulm transitions into death or something in the late game. Like, that's just from some things I've read on like generic guides.
How would you go about that? You have
Bring a pretender that can cast summon Wraith Lord.
so you're
Or just
suggesting
empower.
what we want here for tender is see then if we were going there, I'd be maybe picking a Ghost King. How do you
Yeah,
deal with?
very
Oh,
solid.
oh, we got some comments in the stream. How do you deal with giants and regen? And how do you lean in sacred wars? Well, one option might be going for a bit of random Ghost King. I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think?
I've never gone up against giants with my sacreds. I'd imagine. Well, awe is not really gonna work because they have high morale, but I don't know, something defensive.
Well, you could kill giants with swords of sharpness on thugs quite efficiently. Quite efficiently. But what we're talking about here.
I think that is the rampage.
I don't know. With troops, I actually don't think your axe troops are bad into giants because they do 20 damage.
These guys?
Yeah. You know, either the Axe
Oh,
Warriors or you could even bring the Iron Warriors if you
Oh
want.
my gosh,
if
that's
they
not
hit.
bad. That's not bad at all.
Well, if they hit anyway.
That's true, but you're probably gonna have more dudes to,
Yeah, but
harass them.
generic giants. Um, okay, Imperialis in the stream chat is saying you really need to leverage death, and I'm thinking that's not a bad idea. So we want to
Well,
leverage
Ulm
death.
does have those double attacking long dead. That's what I know about him.
With better armor and stuff too.
Oh, they gave the black steel armored guys to MA Ulm's roster.
No,
Not sure if
sad.
EA still has. Yeah,
Oh, the reanimation.
yeah.
Yes, you get the big reanimators.
Um, yeah, I mean, kind of. I don't know. It also affects mound fiends, so that's another way you could go about it.
Okay, okay. I mean, this is new to me, so I'm just see. I'd be thinking, maybe a master lich. Do a master lich with maybe dormant. Okay, imperialist says Omish national long dead are very strong. So
Oh yeah, the others are 5 HP, 12 attack, die in a hit. But, yeah.
pretty solid. Um, what else do we have? I mean, we could go dormants. God of Ulm, Air for Astral Death. Well, Memento, this was your idea. Um, you need to lead the discussion.
Okay, well, I have played 12 different games of EA Ulm, each time trying a different strategy, and I think Death was definitely one of the best ones. The tough part is that you want to spend your death gems on so many different things. Reanimation's great, mound fiends are great for you because what they reanimate is mostly your national long dead.
Right, right,
Wraith lords are amazing, so it's
right.
just tough to get enough death income.
To get
Well, even
enough.
with all the searchers, or well, no, your searchers are only the sacred guys, so
Well,
it limits you a
what
bit, I
have you
guess.
picked in the past as a pretender? Demi Lich? I mean, that's
Yeah,
about
I've done Demi Lich just as like a regular dude, and then also Demi Lich into Tartarians. Um, both were on the better end.
well, Demi Lich or Master Lich are very
Oh,
cheap to get up into the high death. But Demi Lich can't move unless you buy him, some astral.
yeah. It
Yeah, how are you gonna
also
get the pearls?
yeah.
Well, then you arcane probing. Yeah, that's a pain in the what else? And maybe just we take the crone. We could just take the crone, take
Yeah, I
her in
heard die on
prison.
you every year from
Yeah, but
disease.
you don't. Okay. Well, I'm stumped. Um, but you think that leveraging death magic, death gems, and death magic. What about just going with an awake? with some death. Doesn't the dog hear? Yeah.
Yeah, what the dog doing?
Well, he's got fear. Section 13. Nah, never mind. He's gonna die. That's a
Well,
terrible.
well, well. If you have him clean up after your troopies, it'll gain like it'll have like 212 HP
Yeah, but in
after a few
Imperial
rounds, and then it can survive stuff.
And for fun, I took the dog with blood and used him as a blood searcher. So then he'd gain HP from all the people who die from
well, that's not
unrest.
bad. Imperialists in the chat is saying take a Titan. Each of these Titans, I have to jump through them. Oh, there we
Think.
go. Oh, Son of the
Ooh,
Sea. Son of the Sea might be the way to do this. Take Dormant. Take Death for Water for Air for.
that gives you a lot of options.
Yeah, he just said Son of the Sea. This is pretty solid. This is pretty solid. What do we
So,
got
what
here?
scales would you take?
The best you can get. But okay, so we want to back out here. Looking at the sacreds, is defense good on them? They already have cold resist, so Son of the Sea is not a bad choice.
Yeah, you get 15 defense foot soldiers. 3 to
Not
a
bad,
square.
not bad, not bad. I would,
Until you get evoed.
yeah, well, of course, but then, then you bring, oh, Frost Weapon. Frost
Oh
Weapon.
yeah, for when your foe has water elementals. And that's about it.
Keeper of the Bridge. Another suggestion from the chat is Keeper of the Bridge.
Oh, Bob's always been kind of a meme, I thought. Like,
Keeper of the Bridge.
Virtue of
Here he is.
Expansion Titans page on the wiki.
Okay, Air, Earth, Nature. I don't know. I would totally looking here at the God of for death is solid. You can make death boosters. I'd be
Oh yeah,
going
you can
for
make both of them.
Yeah.
yeah. I'd be going on vent skill or frost weapon. Well, it depends a bit on the game. All Father, yeah. Well, All Father is good. Um, if you're gonna take the All Father, then take enough. Oh, there he is. If you're gonna take the All Father, at least take enough astral to survive. But I'm quite keen on this idea. Oh, sorry, I jumped out.
Oops.
I'm jumping around a lot of things here, but we're just having. I enjoy these kind of podcast style. Let's just hash it out. Let's just hash out the idea. This one looks really good.
Yeah.
And what's his default name again? Blur or something?
God of Alm? Oh, no, I'm not sure what you mean there.
Oh, so like half of the Titans in game have like a preset name, like the name that you shows on the screen when you have to
Oh,
name them
when
is
you.
always the same.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Oh
don't.
shoot. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't. I don't generally care. But this guy Dormant is. That could be very solid. That could
Yeah,
be
and
very solid. We can grab some shock resist. Grab defense skill. We can grab even withering. it's only kind of it's not bad, or we could bump that up a bit.
I have a weird spiteful hatred of withering because the AI always takes it.
Yeah, but withering is it's not an invalid rush defense. In that it could trash elite sacreds, possibly,
Yeah.
but it's not stunningly good. But I think
Imagine
defense skill is very, very valid. Oh, what is Winter's Gift?
Winter's Gift is
Oh,
snow
that's more
move.
snow move. Yeah.
I think all your units already have that.
Well, yeah, but what if you get like a sacred,
But
I don't know, Jade Priestess or something?
Oh, Stygian could be really good.
Stygian is better than people think.
Oh, yeah, that's
Because
10 invulnerability.
yeah, it's 10 more natural. These guys, they have no natural, so that will
Yeah,
put
that'll
them up
give you
around
full.
20.
I looked at the chart. That's 20.
Yeah, roughly 20. So Stygian here against generic stuff is pretty solid. So yeah, I'd be looking at Stygian for the other water bit. Well, we can afford a little extra water magic. Always take this off to defense. 2 times defense. That one looks pretty good. Oh, we got a lot of comments here. I gotta read them. No, I agree that the Steel Warriors as a as a sacred are not really the point of early age home.
Yeah, they're kind of like the Wardens in MA Man.
Exactly. Wardens and man don't deserve a blast. Man has so
Oof.
many good things, wardens are not the point.
What about Elielm? Are the Wardens in
Actually,
Elielm?
well, I think the Stygian is pretty good, but undead leadership is pretty solid. Uh, Davos just made that comment.
That's fair.
Yeah, a little bit of undead leadership is not bad. So I would drop this defense and drop this down to 4. I like the idea of imprisoned or dormant using this. This guy also is amphibious, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and you can bring your other guys with them.
Okay, what
Oh
about
yeah.
scales? Yeah, he could bring a few with them. Quite a few, actually. And he sails.
Yeah, what can he do? Oh, and he's also an elf. That's great.
Oh yeah, he's a climber.
Yeah, he's glamored.
Why?
Why not?
Yeah, a little, but I would go with Stygian for the extra death point. I think that's very solid.
It
So
would.
what would you take for your miners and? Well,
Well,
I
it's
guess
more
you
a
have
case of
only.
it's more a case of what do we do with the scales now? We should we don't need a heck of a lot of candles. So wherever we end up with here, there's one. I'd probably go low candle. Would probably go order. I'd probably dump the dump the cold. I don't think we need. Let's have a look here. How much productivity do these guys? Resources
Ulm is
17.
capped by recruitment points, in my experience.
Okay, then we want order and a little bit of sloth
Uh,
and probably magic.
yeah.
Go ahead, Memento.
I don't know. I think that I mean, yes, some of your mages provide resources, but I don't think if you're building steel maidens and stuff, you know, it's pretty balanced.
Oh, yeah.
So you mean that? Yeah. Well, I'm not suggesting Sloth 3, but drop it a little. What do you think?
Okay. I think it might be doable. You have to, test it in expansion, but
Yeah. Well, tweaking scales is pretty normal. We might get to that here. So we kind of rough out the basics. So that's pretty sweet. Only leaving 2 design points on the table. That's pretty
Oh, dear.
tasty. So I would probably at least drop to 1 misfortune and 1 growth. Grab some magic. You're not really going to be basing this nation on your sacred, so I think 4 candles is fine. So we got a couple tidbits of leftover. Don't really need more minor coal, but we kind of have to take it. Might as well take the minor shock.
Well, not winner's gift for your indie sacreds.
You think maybe the winter's gift just because? Oh, you
I don't
said
know.
for indie sacreds. Yeah, if you find some, why not?
that's fair.
Yeah, sure. Not.
You know, them Amazons that are
Yeah, sure. You might
omnipresent
find
and
them. Yeah. Then I don't think extra precision is terribly good.
well, let's see how accurate the mages are.
Yeah.
Or the shamans, at least. And the shamans have completely basic accuracy, so.
Yeah, I think I'm with imperialists here in the chat is saying more sloth is probably not good, but sloth 1 I think we can get away with. Okay, I mean alternates are a little more misfortune, a little less production, but I think we definitely need the maximum order. I think we want all the research we can get. All right, let's just.
What would be. Oh, Mananan, okay.
Well, no, this is.
Maranan?
Maryland's
Yeah, there we go. Good enough. All right. Okay, we've made a pretender. Let's generate a silly ass game. You know what? I'm gonna play on Silent Seas because this is so old school. Oh, did
I'm
I?
having flashbacks to when I tried. Uh. when I ran the Allfather and I tried elfing the independence to conquer a
What the hell
independent
is wrong with my?
province two
Oh.
provinces deep.
Oh, I can't have.
Lost everything.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
You're gonna want early ages.
I know.
I don't know. If you play Middle Ages, Ulm just gets a lot better somehow.
Yeah, but you're pretender, all that work.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Oh god, 5 nations on Silent Seas.
5? But we could back that up. No, no, hang on. Maybe 4. Maybe
Difficult?
4. I'll start it again. Oh, let's make them mighty.
4 minutes to spare as well. It's a very clean run.
Gosh, I can barely handle standard. Oh, you made one already. Or Chrisville or whatever.
Oh, that one? Yeah, that was probably for some other. Okay, hang on. Let's back that up. Oh, Bark Russell. I have no idea what that was. I have no idea. Oh my god, I can't believe that still exists.
Looks
Okay,
fun.
okay, hang on. We have to back up here. Oh, piss off, you stupid thing. Oh man, it doesn't have a backup.
Man.
All right, never mind. I have to start Dominions again. What a train wreck.
I really like the idea though of starting with for air, just because air is so hard to boost up. Really opens up possibilities.
Oh, 4 air is always good.
Yeah, those boosters are really expensive, though.
Okay, I'm not really sure what the what people are seeing here in the stream.
It's true, but it still lets you summon,
So what
the
is
elemental
this
royalty.
Bark Russell? What the hell is that? I can't believe I made that. Look at that. I made a pretender. Can you guys see that?
No,
No.
you still have it paused.
I have it paused. Why do I have it paused?
Oh, you've minimized Discord or something. Here we go.
No, I have. Oh, I have multiple versions of Dominions running.
Oh, still.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, eat me, stupid ass thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, look at this.
You've closed the stream.
No, I started it up again for. Oh, not for you guys. Sorry, guys. I'll start it up again.
Are those birds on Wampus's couch dead?
Okay, watch this. Watch this.
Hey, whatever it is, it'll be better than the
See,
average
look at
pretender
this.
I make.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh
Happy,
my
happy, joy,
god.
joy.
Okay, what I wanted to see was what is this bark rustle? I mean, look at this
Oh,
bark
yeah,
rustle.
that's scales. Neat.
Ah, interesting.
I'd
I
probably
don't
get
think
laughed
I've
at
ever
for not
played
thinking.
Early Age Home. Somebody other than you guys must have asked me, what do you think of Early Age Home? And I went, oh, let's make a pretender.
And let's leave luck neutral for no reason.
Well, it's a weird ass stupid pretender.
Yeah, I
I was wrong. I was wrong. It's worse than something I typically make.
for Irminsul, do you usually take air or astral on him so he can move around?
Um,
Honestly, my
the
mind shuts down
my
before I can
answer
finish them.
is my answer is I do not usually pick Irminsul
Okay.
because why? Like huge amounts of nature is not exactly a good bless.
Well, you could get regeneration for your
On a,
mediocre armor, guys.
on giants, yes. I mean, hang on here. look at some of these things.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do, pig. Yeah. Do
Yeah,
That's a
you
great name.
back when the
do you,
thrice-horned
do you know the
boar was
reference?
actually cost-effective. Yeah.
Oh, did they nerf the pig?
Yes, it's now
No,
more
no, the pig's
expensive.
fine. The pig's
It's
fine.
now the same price as the Great White Bull. Its stats are just a bit less.
Yeah, but the pig's fine. If you want to do a larger blast for, Marvoni pigs, you could pick the pig or you could pick the white bull. Take your pick. I mean, this
Only
one was
B8.
Blood Vengeance as well.
And that's kind of scary how blessed skills you got there.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. I mean, then we got Jesus, Mary Jerfy, Mary Murphy, and all
My
the others.
my maps usually have so much water that I never tank heat, because then I'm inevitably gonna have to cross a river at some point.
But we could also have Where's the Beef?
Oh, you
It
remember your passwords? Oh, you don't.
Oh, nope.
Whoops, it appears I do not. Uh, might just be. No, yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, there
Oh,
it
that's
is.
pretty funny.
There's Where's the Beef? Where's the Beef? Yeah, so generic stuff. If you want an awake, take an awake. Do it for real. Don't fiddly diddle. Oh, knuckle sandwich. Oh my god, I've forgotten all of these. Oh, these are funny. Out for a rip. Out for a rip is good. That's so Canadian. Do you know what that means?
No.
Is that
Get
smoking?
no, get really drunk and take your pickup truck and drive in rural.
Oh gosh. Do the stars mean that you've won a game with those pretenders, or?
I have no idea. No, it means it's a disciple.
Um,
Why do
My
some have
my
won and
favorite
others
name
have
is
failed?
Frank Exchange of Views. I mean, to me, that's pretty cool.
A frank exchange of views
that
with
is
the
pretty frank.
Yeah,
with
it
the
means I
mandatory
disagree
asshole
with you,
sign.
but of course, eat my goats. Eat my goats. There's all kinds of eat my goats.
You made two different man eaters
Well,
for the
different
same
games,
nation.
right? Different games, right?
Oh god, no bless.
Oh, I don't need a blast.
You have the scales, why didn't you take a bless?
That's a disciple.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why it has no blast.
Okay, that scared me for a minute.
Yeah,
I have forgotten to take a bless before in a blitz game, so that was not fun.
Well, so anyways, we have wandered off into the wild and crazies, but the point of this was, what was the point?
Uh,
Something Ulm related.
viable strategies for EAO.
Oh yes, I think at root, play some other nation.
That's fair.
well, I don't know. We've worked pretty hard here. Okay, where are we here? We've got this one.
Ireland's Ulm.
Yeah, this one's pretty solid. So, what are we sitting on here? Shock resist, bit of defense, Stygian flash. Or you could just say, to hell with all this shit.
Yeah, let's play EA Armor all of a sudden.
Play
Yeah.
early age Ulm and just go totally scales. Screw the blast. Take what's the cheapest we got here?
Frost.
That would be one of the dwarves, I think.
No, the immobiles are going to be the cheapest.
Oh, you're right.
So
If
we
you don't
take
give a
Irma
crap about
skill
magic,
with larger. Go with the imprisoned, and we just take larger. And then we got a little bit left over for low light. Then we just go crazy on the scales.
remember I tried making a positive scales only pretender for MA Ultimate. I never used it because it felt dirty.
You know what? I think this is as good
Looks
as
great.
anything else we could possibly do. Just spam out troops. Make many magi, make many troops, and screw the rest of it. This is probably as good as we get. What do you think, Memento?
I think from my experience, yeah, I think that's
I
that's
think
as good
a
as
I think
get.
a pure scales build for early age home is as good as anything. The only question is, do we fiddle de diddle on luck versus growth? I don't think there's any reason to not take cold 3. You want to take order 3, take production 3, you max out the magic, and you just make a hell of a lot of everything. I think this is the best design we've talked about.
Oh, a new person.
Because, if we look here at the sacreds, these guys are boring. They're nothing special. They don't have a magic weapon. They don't have anything here to really, their attack skills, okay, for a sacred. Their price is average. Yeah, there's nothing here to make it worthwhile to even. And then most of your magi, these guys are sacred. Um, guys are sacred. These guys are not. So, and everything you might want to make, the other for magi, it might be a reinvigoration bless. You could replace that with items. Yeah, that'd be my go.
Well, we got a full house now and no one's talking.
Hello.
Hey,
Early hour own. Good stuff. No bless needed. Go all scales, maybe take an expander.
who is that?
Not complicated.
Mandarp. No,
Hello.
who is talking there?
That would be me, Mandar.
Yeah, I think this is the way to go. Early age home, just massive scales, screw the bless, and go for it. I didn't recognize your voice there, buddy.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while. I
Quite a
see
while.
your face on the screen, though. I like the beard, man.
Yeah, no, it's me. It's the real me.
How
The honest,
horrifying.
the honest to God me. Um, I even combed my hair.
Oh, wow.
Looks good.
Anyways, I think of all the things we've kind of hashed over here today, I think your best bet is just the simplest thing you could do, which is all scales for early age home. You agree?
Um, I might go up to luck 3 and drop something else, like maybe magic 2.
Well,
Just because luck is so self-synergistic.
we were talking about, yeah, just prior to you
I
got
just
here, you
popped in.
can.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. We could kind of fiddly diddle on the last bits of scales. Um, And I think, yeah, totally, you can play these around a little bit, but you know, eight 8 points left over is pretty sweet. That's pretty
That is
sweet.
pretty nice.
Yeah, you often get 20 or 25. Um, I don't know if you want to drop magic or luck. I would drop I would
Sloth?
drop I would drop both. Actually, I would drop
Huh.
one production because I don't think you can use the production.
Yeah, if you're taking luck 1 or 2, you should bump it up to luck 3 just because it's so self-synergistic. You get more events and they're better events, and it unlocks higher quality events,
I agree with
just
you.
like as an option. So I personally advise that people never take luck 1 or 2.
But you might want to go, if you want to pay for it, you could drop one cold to pay for luck 3 because, a third of the year you're going to be in cold 3 anyways.
Well, Ulm isn't naturally a cold 3 nation. You drop a point of cold up to like cold 2, you lose points, don't you? They're like
Yeah.
naturally only cold 1.
No, I know.
Yeah, you
I
just
I I took the
reflexively
cold to
drop
pay for
stuff.
stuff. I got some. Well, it's
Yeah.
worthwhile to get some death on your god. That's imperialist talking in the chat, and I think he's right. But on the other hand, just you're gonna find some death. You're gonna get the odd. Okay, hang on here. We're gonna get.
Death 2.
Yeah, it's the other ones though, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get some death. And then once you have a little bit of death, you can do dark knowledge and find some more. So you're going to have some death there. Even so, though.
Yeah. Worst
So
case scenario, you can
the
even just empower
Irminsul,
in death just for a smidge.
exactly. The Irminsul is the cheapest, right?
Oh, maybe one of
Yeah,
the
it is.
idols.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
So, that's just very solid. And larger, we could skip the larger. I mean, you could, frankly, drop the blast. You could just say screw
No.
it.
My only win with early age Ulm was indeed Blessless, although I took an Awake Expander Dragon Dwarf back before he got a price bump.
Well,
Yeah,
if you want to go an awake expander, I'd be taking the Limnorm.
Wait,
Really?
no, doesn't Mr. Nidog, that's his default name, doesn't that spread death? Like wherever he goes, your
Mister.
pups die.
Well, the
Lenormand,
old standard was everybody took the Earth Snake.
Earth Snack.
Back in Dominions 4.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, still, there's nothing wrong here.
It's just that he's
I
massively
just
expensive.
I just don't think an awake makes sense for
It
early
lets you
age
really bootstrap your expansion just because it gives you a ton of resources really fast, and you
It
kind of
does. It
cascade.
does. It
It
does.
gets you a really disgusting early game. I'm not saying it's the only way or even the best way to play early era Ulm, but it is surprisingly good.
I will
Like,
say that
in my
my only win on Ulm is with a twice born, twice horn boar.
Twice
Well,
horned boar.
Yeah,
okay,
thrice
if I
horn,
was
sorry.
going to, if I was going to go with an awake, I'd be picking the boar or the snake, but I would probably pick the boar. My personal experience with the boar is you pump up the earth, pump up the nature, and you rush personal regen and it does a just damn nifty fine job.
That's pretty solid. You could also even go Titan Expander if you're going to be rushing personal regeneration.
Yeah, any of those will work.
Well,
I'm a big sucker for Titan Expanders, but
Well, yeah, your
Well,
guide says that
You missed
basically
us.
all of them work with it.
yeah, but I think my personal thing with Titan expanders is hold off, 2, 3 turns, get that couple of trinkets, and then you go. There's a
well, I mean
couple of
that's
them
what I
that
said in my guide.
work
I'm
fine.
with you there.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that can expand without trinkets, but a couple of them, more than a few, like the mother here.
Most of them.
The mother
Most of them
here.
want black steel full plate, or at least like a black steel hauberk before
Yeah,
they
exactly.
go out.
Exactly. Before they wander out. I mean, I'm going to back up. I'm going to change niches here, and I'm going to talk about one of my very favorite wake
Tyler?
expanders, which is, of course, monkeys. Uh,
The monkeys do have some great pretender options.
well,
Which is
hang
weird
on.
since they don't get any of the Greeks or Middle Eastern ones.
No, but
They
here,
just narrowed
here's
down on some good
Kalesa.
options.
So if you wanted a wake expanser, oh, hang on
This is
here.
Rus.
I screwed up.
Yeah, the Baltic monkeys.
So we go to say, actually, this is the wrong era. We want to go to Bandar. Then we want to go to the Devi. The Devi. The Devi is one of the most wonderful, generic base expanders. So you grab some earth magic, maybe you want to grab some nature, but basically she starts with this thing, this silly ass, protection 11 everywhere.
Does that fill an armor slot or is that extra?
It fills both slots.
Oh, that's how that works. Okay.
Well, it covers her head, but I think if you put a hat on her, it doesn't go away.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh no, she just gets more. She just gets
Yeah.
more with that. But anyways, I mean that's
It goes away if you
just
put like body armor on her, like black steel full plate, but it doesn't go away if you put a hat on her.
Okay.
Not that
So
that's
we've
anything
kind
but
of
an academic point.
we've kind of wandered from the generic early age okay, let's back up a bit. Let's sum up early age what do you guys think? Got 4 of us here, right? 5
Yeah.
of us here. Oh, Illadine is visiting. What do you think is the top option for early age I am really fond now after this discussion of a scales based.
Oh, he's silent.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, 2 of us in here say that we've won our one and only early era Ulm wins with Awake Expander monsters. So I'm inclined to say that that's the way to play them. But really, I don't think that there's a wrong way to play them as long as you don't take much of a bless.
Wait, so you guys have only won once with them. Is that because it's a hard nation or because it's a boring nation?
It's a bad
That's
nation.
because I don't like playing repeats.
The bad nation? Is it like area bad or?
No, I
No, they're a
don't.
good nation.
No. God, no. I don't think early age is a bad nation at all. I've not hardly
good.
played them, but I have gone through this this discussion. I've gone through this before. So I mean, I think you've got a choice of taking a very simple super scales blast, or you have a choice. If we jump back here, and where are we here? Page home. You've got multiple very excellent expanders. I mean, this is a very big pantheon. You've got the boar, which is solid. You've got the limnorm, which is a beast, and you've got the earth snake. So, take the limnorm as an example. Water death. So grab your death goodies, grab your water goodies, and this guy's still very solid.
What would be a good expander bless from death?
Well, I don't think you want to expand or bless from death. But if I was to pick a bless from if I was to pick a bless from death, I'd take Stygian.
I agree.
I mean, that would be totally good. And then take if I was going to grab the limnorm here, I'd take defense skill and a little bit of extra, not winter's gift. Take a little bit of extra cold resistance, and here we go. Because if we look
I would
at
go for cold resistance, winter's gift, and then maybe more cold resistance for water.
Instead of defense?
Yeah, instead of defense, because really you're not using your sacreds in melee.
Well,
the only sacred you're really going to be throwing into melee is your pretender, and if you're throwing a Lenormer into melee, they're not going to be surviving on the virtue of their defense skill. You want your mages to not pass out in the cold, and you want your mages to be able to run around real fast.
Okay.
But your mages already have cold resist.
But this is a
3.
Okay, so skip the defense skill. You're saying go for major cold?
Yeah. And definitely
then
winter's gift. And don't even look at your sacred troops. We're just talking about shamans.
Yeah, no, we're ignoring the sacred troops, clearly.
You already have snow move for your shamans.
Do the shamans have snow move?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone.
Okay, I'm a clown. Don't listen to me.
Well, we don't, but that's okay.
Yeah, at that point, I just can't think of a real good use of a water bless at all. And this is why I took the dragon dwarf in the game that I won.
Well, okay,
so
so
he gets better paths.
Don't pay for this.
Your Ulmers don't actually have enough cold resistance to resist chill. That would be the reason to take cold resistance.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
how much
they
do you
have
need?
like 3 cold resistance.
All right. Good call there, Fenrir. Good call. So we got one more point of. This is solid. This is very solid. I mean, this guy is a beast. That guy's
without a doubt.
And the thing is, Stygian is very good on these guys. I mean, it's not a game winner, but you use it.
Yeah, it's going to keep your shamans from getting sniped by arrows.
There's that too.
Well, they'll take like half their life off of it instead of.
But you know what? Grabbing Winter's gift for whatever somebody else mentioned, you might get shaman, you might get lizard shaman, you might get whatever else. That's a kind of a freebie. That's pretty cool. Okay, what about other expanders? Awake expander. The boar is obvious. I think I'd be going with the limnorm.
I swear by the Svartalf Mastersmith. you can take some really nice paths on him because his new path cost is only 20.
Yeah, but
And when
we're
he's
talking
not
about
in
it.
Linormer shape, he can cast some nice spells on himself. So you can give him like Astral 1 and Nature 2. He can cast Personal Regeneration and Body Ethereal and then shift into Dragon form, where he can't even be Magic Dueled. Then later in the game, you can have him forge you Crystal Gear, and he can teleport himself around even, which is very useful for a Throne Rush.
I
Big
could
fan of
give him,
big fan of the Svartalf Mastersmith.
Smart
I could
Really?
give him Astral too.
Okay,
Get
hang
rid of
on
that.
here. Smartoff Mastersmith.
His
Yep.
deal is -2 to all paths, and then +1 to Earth and Death.
I'm
Well,
not
and,
finding him.
One more to the left.
This guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that guy.
hoodie man.
Oh,
Halfling,
that
yeah.
guy. Oh my gosh.
I swear by him.
Oh my
He always just
gosh.
seems so expensive.
Oh,
He is expensive, but I think he's worth it most of the time.
Okay.
All
Is he
right.
a better mage than the Frost Father?
No, of course he's not a better mage than the Frost Father.
Well, they have the same. Do you think the Frost Father should be priced the same as the Svartalf Mastersmith?
Yes.
No, obviously not. The Svartalf Mastersmith turns into a dragon.
Yeah,
Reduce
exactly.
Smart Elf Master's
Exactly.
cost.
That's kind of blatantly obvious.
Frostfather's too good. Don't need those rainbows.
Okay,
Even
guys.
Dominion's
All right, guys.
enhancer solution is what, 40 per new path or whatever.
Yeah.
So what have we learned about early age Ohm?
To play something else?
Can we sum it up?
Kick-ass troops. Got to be on your toes with the magic. And
No
keep it simple with
protection.
the Pretender.
So the
Or at least, don't bless.
the classic thing we've learned with Ohm, generically, Lucid and I, is that Ohm tends to fall apart in late game. How do we solve
Well,
that?
yeah, by the time your numbers no longer matter all that much, you're kind of screwed.
How do
I mean-
we solve?
You can
Yeah.
get to every single elemental royalty as long as you take air on your pretenders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but the problem with the elemental
not
royalty
quite.
is that you have to get there first.
I mean, you make research boosters really easily. You can make the air quills right out of the gate.
Yeah,
I think Ulm does best when it starts off with a strong lead and then it just kind of snowballs. Ulm is a nation where you kind of want to play from the front, and you can do that.
well, you have to.
No, Mandar's point
You have
is
to, but you can.
Mandar's point is very solid. All right.
That's how I
Where do
ended
we
up winning the
go?
one
Where
game
do
that
we
I played
go
in these
on the?
days.
Where do we go on the visuals here?
You start with a strong expansion because your troops are batshit crazy, and you have good expansion options for pretenders. You roll somebody in an early war because your troops are still insane. And you've got good options for early buffs: Strength of Giants, Legions of Steel, Wooden Warriors.
Well, those
And
buffs
then
are.
in the middle, in the
We
mid wars, you can
almost
start using your sneaky stuff.
we
What was
almost
that?
never talk about those buffs because okay, we should take a moment and let's take a moment to talk about. Okay, where's this guy? The Svartalf. Okay, why is Earth 3 so fucking good?
Earth 2
Because-
even.
Earth 3 lets you do. Oh, for fuck's sake. Earth 3 lets you do all the army stuff with 3 gems. It gives you Strength of Giants, it gives you Legions of Steel, and basically everything you need in combat.
Okay, so what we need what we need. I
Oh,
need to
Don't forget
open
Maws
up.
of the Earth and Earthquake.
I always forget those. It's like
Moss
it's in my blood.
Moss is
Guys,
pretty good, but Earthquake.
maybe
Earthquake is
here we
you
are.
cast it
Here we are.
twice to disrupt communions because you don't have any communions.
That's true.
Yep. And that's a good use for it. It's also useful for sort of part of an aggressive gem bait. You get a
Shit.
little bit done while you're getting mulched.
It's not. I have to find a game here.
Let's not forget the real OG Curse of Stones.
Oh, hang on here. Here's
Ooh,
fun.
Isn't that
big
bad?
Curse of Stones.
Here's some fun. No. That's not the one.
Chibi.
Is Curse of Stones actually worth casting?
Yes.
Yes.
I was joking, but okay.
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Isn't it low MR and like only militiamen get affected by it?
Oh,
Yeah, but you can cast it
bloody
multiple
hell.
times, and you can stack up penetration boosters.
Oh god, it stacks.
Yeah, it's it's a once-off effect, so you can just keep casting it. You can roll up like 5 dudes with Rune Smashers and just spam it all day long.
Well, here is a good
And-
one.
Huh.
Here is a good one.
I'm not saying that's a good use of your effort, by the way, but you can totally do it.
I was thinking, wouldn't it just be better? Okay.
Just annihilate everyone suboptimally. Flex
I mean,
on them.
You could just spam Earth Elementals and cast Earth Meld if you're gonna do some dumb stuff.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah,
Here's a
those
good
always-
one. Here's
Earth
a good
Elementals
one.
are actually kind of a tough sell on Ulm just because your troops are so good and so plentiful.
I've
That's
always considered Ulm's troops to be kind of dog shit, honestly. Like they don't survive anything. They don't actually do all that much damage with their individual attacks. Yeah.
Agree to disagree.
So I am streaming
I don't
a
know, maybe I
stack.
have bias against axes or whatever.
Here's a stack wipe.
Are those ogres or? Oh, that's is that Yurik?
Ooh,
Tiger
that dragon's
Riders.
getting some...
That dragon is paralyzed for the rest of the fight.
Enchanted
Oh, no.
salt. My face when. God, who uses enchanted salt when Ubar isn't around?
Well, he was
believe
fighting
only
Uber.
This is EA? I thought this was Emmy.
Oh, this is a one age game. This is a all age game.
One Age is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's not balanced, but it's fun.
Is LA just naturally the best?
Yeah, but that's...
No, no.
Well, I imagine it's with the MA populations, so. For God, imagine alienations with EA populations.
Lucid,
what's
Lucid is
broken in One Age?
what's that? What's broken in one age?
Yeah,
Lucid
what's
just
like really strong?
Dropped by my
Yeah,
Steam,
it's
and he's in his huge bathtub watching Mayor cast a duel. Life could be worse. Yeah.
It is soloable, it's just hard and also...
Anyways,
You destroyed Gath? How did you do that?
how did I
Oh,
destroy Gav?
Was that what we just watched? Or...
You just watched me smash the crap out of a Gath army.
It's because most people...
Oh,
Anyways.
okay. I couldn't see what you were fighting. I thought it was Uruk.
No, it's Gath.
Well, they all looked like ogres or something. All the troops. I don't know.
All right, so we started with the Omish stuff. Memento, are you still here?
I I got it on the
Yeah, I'm still here.
thing. I thought it was still
So
decently
what
high, but I thought it
more?
was like 60%.
What more can we say about the early age elm thing? I mean,
No
I think
communions.
well, elm doesn't really do communion.
which is a blessing upon my sanity. With all of Ohm's random magic paths, if you also added communions in there, I think it would just be hell to play.
I mean, I don't think it's too bad of an idea to forge a communion master thing for 8 gems or whatever, and if you have some indies with astral paths.
Oh yeah, like as an every once in a while thing, totally. But like if it was a common thing, it would be just rough on my sanity to keep track of all the different mages and all their different paths and do all the math.
So
Yeah, that's fair.
do you enjoy Arethia? Or
Fuck no. I hate that nation.
Really?
That nation.
Why? Why?
Oh,
Because he hates communions with fatigue caused by paths not lining up correctly.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can
What?
barely noodle out communions on like Pythium. For Arethia, it's just. Ugh.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sharing games that are current. I have to back up here.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
have
of
to
funny.
back up here.
And it's Adshad.
Don't be a prick.
So what is your opinion on Ellie, Olma?
Whose?
Mander.
They're a pretty fun nation. I enjoy memeing it up with Hellblesses.
So you play Ellie Elm without communions and you still do well?
Oh, wait, whoa. Who said anything about doing well? Also, no, you kind of have to play communions on LA Ulm. It's not as awful as like Arethia. It's actually, honestly, one of the least awful communion nations because you basically got like 2 dudes in communions anyway.
Yeah, see, this is where you and I deeply disagree. A community nation is basically a wonderful option to win the game. I
That's true.
It's an
I
art
just
form.
deeply love community nations. I play community nations. Communion Sabbath are the best, where you can double them up, and then you get all this crazy ass, you know, communion plus Sabbath plus reinvigoration plus enslaved mind. I mean, oh my god, that's so juicy,
So juicy, master and slave.
so juicy, so
Yeah,
juicy.
communions can be powerful. They also are just a lot of brain power to set up, and I kind of suffer with that.
You
Yeah,
suffer from a lack
I
of
get
brain
that.
power.
My mind shuts down handling the micro from just turn 30.
Yeah, and like, it's okay to set it up for like one fight, but then if your communion, you lose a couple of guys in the fight from stray arrows, then you have to recalibrate it next turn. And that just is really awful because you
What?
just set it up.
What?
Oh, it hurts my
Oh
soul.
my god. No, 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 no,
What
no.
happened?
No, I have to put up an example of what's wrong with what he just said.
Oh. Are you trying to show us the art of casting all of the high-level astral spells in the same battle?
No, I'm trying to show you the art of suiciding a handful of Median slaves to win a fight. And
What?
I just
Do you
had one
mean
here.
burnout, or do you mean like
No, you just kill them on purpose.
what?
Here we go. Here we go. Are you watching?
Am I about to watch white ones get slaughtered by the hundreds, or?
Yeah, you can start.
No, what you're gonna watch is 4 yogis die and everything else on the other side dies.
Oh, this is magic duel suicide bombing or?
No, this is just a simple communion where I only use 4 yogis. I bring 20 yogis in anticipation of then I will need 4 more next turn.
Oh god, only 4 slaves and 20 masters.
Well, exactly. That's the whole
That is
point.
so evil. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
It's animal
They're just
cruelty.
suicide slaves. I mean, why is this complex? This is not new.
Dude, until like last year, I thought you could have only one master per pile of slaves.
No. You just take enough slaves to boost to the magic you require, and then they die, and you bring more.
Harry, do you know your strategy is the reason why yogis have such low morale?
Of course, of course. They're suicide troops. They cost 55 gold, so 5 of them is roughly 6. No, it's 11 Marcata. So I could buy 11 Marcata, or I could buy, you know, 4 yogis.
And then they're gonna, because of how the Bandar log works, they're gonna reincarnate. Then you're gonna use their souls again for the exact same strategy.
Totally.
Now that's
Exactly the
efficiency.
point. Oh, and on
And-
top of all of it, we enslave this boy. That's kind of nice. I don't
Oh,
have
that's
any
really
D4.
nice.
D.
I don't have any
Okay, this is
D4
D.
guys. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. He gets
I was
enslaved
wondering why you
here.
could afford Kinneret.
Yeah, see? Oh, he's mine. Mine.
Did you empower? Did you gift of reason him later to get his paths? Or what
Oh,
a divine name?
that was today's turn. So
Oh.
the future stuff is still to be decided.
It's nice to see what kinds of gems are on your little mules.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure that some of my opponents are going to watch this and then go, ooh, that guy. Look what he's doing. My God. Except that I got blocked by, allies.
How does one of your okay, I don't play DE, but how does one of your gurus have Earth 1 instead of Astral 2?
D.
I assume that's the mod you're using in this game.
Yeah, this is a D game. Dominions Enhanced, for those who don't know. This is a Dominion Enhanced game. Anyways, I have to turn this off. My opponents might see it.
Oh no.
What else
What
you
will
guys
they do
want to
about
see?
it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the ultimate flex right there.
Well, it's the ultimate thing about being a YouTuber or a streamer. Somebody is going to see what you do.
Gosh. What's the unknown mod? Is that the gem generator mod?
I'm not sure. I have Dominions Enhanced. One age.
Sure.
It'll be the one age.
Alright.
Oh, one age for D. Yeah.
Yeah, you got mods for mods.
So we've kind of nattered away about early age Momento, anything else you want to talk about?
I'm pretty satisfied. Late game Ulm is rough, and doesn't sound like there's a big solution for it.
Is
Well,
it
just be big.
torture?
Have a lot of stuff.
No, I don't.
You would be
I don't.
surprised all the problems you can solve by throwing money at it.
Yeah, I don't. I
That's
think
true. That's true.
Mandar has the point here. It's a super valid early aged nation. I tend to pick my early aged nations based on their sacreds and their astral power.
Why astral?
Oh, because I just love it. I just love it. Oh my
Kind of
god,
sounded
I
like
have
a
a.
super villain selling your communion stuff. I just love it.
Don's a supervillain.
Yeah, but Mother of God, I mean, how do you deal with Astral if you don't have a competent counter? I mean, it's just, well, we just watched that. We just watched me smack him senseless with gurus and yogis. Generic junk. Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, to deal with a big astral super stack, you just raid around it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ulm has the resources to just walk away from any fight that they don't want to take.
Exactly. Exactly. Good point. Brilliant point.
Of course, they can also probably do the blood bootstrapping since they've got recruit anywhere scouts to get their hands on Papa Illerth. And Papa Illerth with a whole lot of magic resistance gear can also probably wipe most stacks. If you're just like throwing astral stuff at him, he can wipe a stack or two, no problem.
Also, with your hero, you can summon golems, and so you could get some astral that way.
This is what about for vanilla? Oh, you meant golems, not golems. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Is there a difference?
Well, one is Andy's circus, and the other is a blob of clay.
Okay.
All right, guys.
It's getting kind of late here on the East Coast. I think I'm gonna have to head out. It's been good hanging out with you guys.
All right, Amanda.
Kevin needs to talk.
I think I'm.
I hope you've learned to respect early era Ulm, ye naysayers. Peace.
Yes, that's the guy with the one win in the nation. Yes.
I'm 1-for-1, man. That's 100% win rate.
Okay.
Don't know what to tell you.
I have one kill in Call of Duty. I am undefeated.
All right, guys. I'm going to shut down and prep for bed. Take care.
Alrighty.
And thank you. Thank you. All of you. Hang on here. Oh, Mandar dropped by. He left. Momento, Fenrir. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It was kind of cool. Definitely cool. All right. Take care.